What's going on, guys? Welcome back. 5K action. Round number 4 is just about to get underway. Of course, we have Optic Nation versus Aware. This is a rematch from yesterday. Aware took down Optic Nation without Lawless. They were playing with Facento.
Was it close?
No, not really.
Okay.
First map, kind of. But then from there, I think it ended a 3-1 victory for Aware. Lawless already starting off pretty hot. 2-kill streak on that hard point too. Let's turn on the card vision.
The first 4 kills of the game, first 5 kills of the game, 6 kills of the game, all go to Aware.
Finally! Proofy gets one.
There you go.
Don't worry.
It's a good start.
Proof's awake. He's 1 and 2. Let's have a look at Proofy's perspective. Speaking of him, TP, he has a kill too, but me and Puckett actually had a big argument.
Yeah.
In fact, no, it was yesterday about Optic Nation and what they need to do. To improve
what did
as a team.
Puckett say?
Puckett was saying it all came down to simply needing to get more kills, which I didn't disagree with. But I was saying, for me, they need someone who is going to call the shots when it gets down to close rounds, like for Search and Destroy. They need someone like that, as well as increasing their slaying, because definitely the slaying isn't helping. But I don't know, I feel they're all too nice.
Okay.
It's like a mixture of both, I feel.
Right, what they need, well, see, they need more slaying, but I think the problem with the slaying is, okay, so the team that they have now, I think it was Aches who brought this up on these sticks. It was a very good point. No, you have TP, who's been an OBJ player the last, 2 years, right?
Yep.
2-3 years. Bose pretty much has always been an OBJ player.
Right.
Proof, when he was on gaming, his kind of role job was more of a support type of player, helping, nade shot with hills.
Right.
So you have 3 players who are focused on the hill.
That's a lot.
And you'll see sometimes, look, Proof is in the hill. They never push out from the hill. I was talking to Wheats last night. I was gaming with him a bit. We were just chatting about different teams and stuff, and I kind of asked him, what was his thought on Nation. We both kind of came to the same conclusion that, every time you switch on to one of these guys, Ben, they're always in the hill. There's nobody ever pushed out of the hill trying to get those cutoffs, and that's why these teams, they get so close to the hill, they just need to kill out Nation once, and then they have control.
Nice play from center, and that's pretty much exactly what you just said.
Right there, yeah.
But you couldn't ask for any better timing, really, exactly as you say it. It happens. But tied game for now, 45-45, so still pretty close. Of course, we've only seen 2 full hardpoint rotations. Lawless, though, jumping on this hardpoint. Goes back with the ASM-1. TP's just going to be trying to stay alive, and that's a smart play from him. Needs some support from his teammates. Finally, that kill goes down. Happy still on that hardpoint. He falls. Happy starting 12 and 5, by the way, so a nice start coming in from him. Karma and Teep are going to be on the hardpoint now, so let's have a look at Karma's perspective. Currently 7 and 10 though, so he's starting off pretty slow. He's missed a couple of COD League games for Optic Nation. They had to play with a substitute. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel, again, Karma the only player who you're really going to see go for those kills. He's actually picked up an ASM-1 too, so.
Yeah, I would like to see him become more of a, the roaming Karma we've seen. Play extremely selfish.
Right.
And, I want to say not play for the team, but you need one player that's going to play like that.
You always do, I feel. Just one player who's just going to run around and just try and get as many kills as he possibly can.
Yeah.
As long as he's not on the hard point, that's the key. You need Karma to be just roaming around the sort of choke points where you think they're going to be spawning. That's the key, because, again, you look at that mini-map. Now it's going to be Nation not getting a favorable spawn at all. Aware going to hold down that hill. Still 30 seconds left. However, Nation do have the lead, so much better game.
You saw how far the player on Aware, he was on the left-hand side of your mini-map. He was pushing that out. He was putting so much pressure on Proof from this left side. And what that does is if you can force the players out further from the hill, if you can slay out further from the hill, the next time if you die, you will spawn back at the hill. So you pretty much have 2 lives to fight it off instead of fighting it from the hill and only having 1 before you spawn out.
And look at accuracy right now. Right at the back of the map, trying to lock down that
spot. Yeah.
Gonna get Proof as well, and his teammate spawns immediately on top of him. And that is anchoring 101 right there in advanced warfare, I feel, and immediately starts to push forward, knowing his teammates have that good spawn, can test the hard point. Does fall though. Lawless, he's down 2. So it's basically down to center for a couple of seconds until he gets some teammate support. There's going to be 1 kill, and he's going to lock down that hard point. Nice play coming from the guys at Aware.
Yeah, and you see, Happy in the kill feed as well. Lawless, this Aware team starting to dominate the kill feed. But I think Nation, they need to know how important this game is. Just in the to get some kind of confidence. Obviously their struggles in the COD League, you can't really hide it. They need confidence going into these next games. They're a team that's definitely capable, Ben. They have the players. They just need to make things work.
Sender going to be trying to get some kills on the hard point for Aware. He falls. Still very, very close game. 94 to 92. You look at that kill column, Proofy doing a lot of work for Nation, 18 and 18, and he was a player yesterday who really stood out in the hard point. He ended up with a 1.9 KD from that. He really did start picking up a lot of kills. But as I mentioned, you know, Aware weren't playing with their full roster. Today they are, and you can see just how close this game actually really is. Sender top fragging for his team up there with Lawless 19 and 15, and that's something Aware really missed yesterday in the 2K. It's just that slaying presence that Lawless really has, and the fact that he does that on the hill too.
Right, yeah, Lawless just a complete player all around. I mean, he played for SOAR Black Ops 2 champs, just, you know, very talented last year. Didn't see him really do too much, you know, kind of hung out a little bit during the Ghost season, but obviously, you know, for Advanced Warfare, he's back. Bo's looking everywhere. Can't find which player that was tagging him up, but looks like Proof doing work on the hill, and, you know, Proof is really... even at Columbus, he shined for Optic Nation.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Proof really a very, very consistent player. 6 defends, 6 caps, 22, 21. I'm sure he's very happy to have Hardpoint back in the rotation.
Yeah.
Because he's looking very comfortable at it in this game. It's just, you know, that team synergy, man, just has been lacking. Whether they've, you know, trying to make things work a little bit more now. They do have the lead against Aware, which is good for them. Of course, 55 seconds left as the Hardpoint does rotate. Center goes down. Bo's on your screens. He's going to jump up, not able to connect with that kill. TP, meanwhile, going to be lying on the hill. Proofy's going to be on there as well, who's going to have this contested. Using that ASM-1, looking to just try and stay alive. Not going to happen as Lawless and Sender break it.
Right, but this shouldn't really be what you see Proof doing. No, obviously jumping up and down the hill, trying to save that time for his team, but it's not anything that Proof has really done his entire career, minus his little stint on gaming towards the end of Ghost, but
right.
It's nothing that, I mean, Proof's made a name and a career for himself as a Slayer, as a dominant Slayer with an AR. Shouldn't be an OBJ player.
It's really interesting that you mentioned that, because if you remember when Proofy started using the MTAR on Ghost, kind of when the AR was still relevant somewhat before the meta changed, where it was basically just 4 SMGs on both teams. People kind of gave him a lot of flack. They were like, "Hey, you know, this guy's a Slayer. He should be using the Remington. He should be slaying around." And his numbers definitely decreased from what you kind of expected to see. And then, of course, when it kind of became a full vector meta, it's pretty much.
I thought he became a better all-around player during the Ghost year. Like, if there's anything he worked on, like he became a more versatile player. Like, he's able to do that OBJ and help support stuff around there. I thought he's become a better search player over the last year.
Definitely.
But still, you know, you get a player like that, you want to use him to his strengths. You don't want to...
Especially on this game.
Right.
I feel more than anything. You know?
It's kind of like you have a player like Karma. You don't really tell Karma what to do. You kind of just let him do his thing, and then you just play around that. And you fit everyone else kind of just situates into that.
Oh, my lord. Proof just got a nice 2-piece on center and accuracy. But, you know, go back to your point about Karma. I mean, exactly that. He's won 2 World Championships doing just that. Like, literally both times. When he was playing for Impact on Black Ops 2, it was Karma, you just do what you want to do. Play around, just, you know, get as many kills.
I mean, you look at like, you know, obviously like the NBA, the team sport. You don't tell LeBron James what to do. You give LeBron James the freedom to do what he wants, and, you know, he makes everybody else better. I think Karma is a player that, you know, when you let him roam around and slay, he takes so much more pressure off of everybody else, because the other team is just looking for him. They don't know where he's hiding. Like, they know he's killing them in the back. They're trying to find him. I mean, and it sets up easy kills for the rest of his teammates.
Was that 28 kill streak he went on at Gfinity?
Yeah.
I think it was very, very high. It was ridiculous. And he did exactly just that. He was roaming around, and the other team was desperately trying to find him, and they just simply couldn't. But this game, a very, very close one right now, Matt. 165 to 170 with a minute 10 still to play. It's Aware that have that advantage going to the last 60 seconds. 10 seconds left on that hill, and Aware desperately trying to push off it now and fight Nation, who do have the good spawn right now.
And it's kind of crazy. Look
at that kill feed.
Nobody's really pulled away in this game, but if you had, if you just had the kill feed and you didn't have the score, you would assume Nation was up by a lot.
Yeah. That's
kind of the vibe that I've gotten from this game. You know, we've seen so many good things out of Nation, and we haven't really talked about Aware too much, but they're in the lead. I don't, you know, just they're getting clutch on that hill, man. They're just getting those kills on the hill, and they're getting those important kills. Not, you know, obviously, yeah, there's meaningful kills, there's pointless kills. They're getting all those meaningful kills.
Well, 27 seconds left, unless Nation challenge now, which they are doing. Happy's going to try and stay alive, though. Keep the hardpoint contested. 20 seconds left, and that is going to be GG. Aware take map number 1. A fantastic performance from them. And kind of continuing that common trend, you know. It seems Nation right now, as weird as it is to say, just aren't clutch.
Yeah.
That seems to be the issue, because they neck and neck in every hardpoint game that we kind of see them play. Back and forth action, but as soon as it comes to a moment where, like, for example, that last hill, or the second to last hill more so in that game than anything else, that's when they fall. You know, we see it in Search and Destroy often. CTF happened yesterday. It just seems to be the issue.
Yeah. You know, it just kind of becomes their problem. It would be interesting to see if we can get the scoreboard from this, if it's going to pop up, or we can go back and see, you know, how many defends they have as a team versus Aware.
We'll stay with the game. There you go. You see the defense column. Sender with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defenses as a whole, but Proofy had 8 by himself. Bows with 4. There's 2 coming in from Karma, and of course 1 coming in from Teep.
I mean, just look at how many. It wasn't really anybody getting like chunks of time in that game. Just look at how many captures from both teams. There's
nuts.
Yeah, I feel like Aware would just kill them out. They wouldn't see. That's the thing is Nation. They're playing so much from the hill that they're getting all those defends. Most of their kills are probably defends if you were to look at it. Aware getting tons of caps, not many defends because they're not fighting any battles on the hill. Their hill guys just kind of. That's
the key thing you need to think about. You know, it's the kills that are going on around the outside. Definitely working in Aware's favor. So Aware go 1-0 up for now. Quick commercial break whilst we get into game number 2. Of course, this is a best of 3, not a best of 5 as well. We'll be looking at some of the other games going on in round number 4 as well. We'll be right back.